Good morning, guys. It's Aaron, your personal coach. As you can see, I'm straight out of bed. Checking on you guys' programs. Haven't even cleaned my teeth yet. Yeah, we're good to go. No problems. Cool. So having a quick look through the programs. Look like we've got the same stories that's happening over and over again. The same people. So like I said to you, I'm always looking at a different approach to change people's mindset. Okay, it's not about asking, telling, whatever. That gets a bit boring. It gets a bit monotonous. People get sick of it. So I'm always trying to think of a different strategy for obviously different people to make changes, to visualize on what they need to achieve. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Let me share my screen with you guys. I hope you've had a great weekend and a good start to the week. This week is flying by. It's like Wednesday already. But hope everything's been going well. Been checking out some of the nutritional pictures, which is great. Still seeing some really good pictures, which is awesome. Now, let's have a look here. Oh, my computer. Or is it the internet? There we go. Computer and internet are slow. So you've got two problems here. Now, let's have a look. I've got these 4 or 5 people at the top, still red, right? Now, my goal for this week is to get you guys on track, to get you communicating, okay? Communication is a big part of the coaching process as well, right? We have to have some sort of communication, if it's text messages, coaching calls, whatever, right? And sometimes just a little text-like message, I'm sure you guys have got it from me before, where I go, oh yeah, it just flicks that switch in the mind, go, I need to do that. Right? It keeps you conscious, right, of what you need to do. But I want you to think of something else as well. I want you to think of not letting, okay, just me. I don't want you to let me down, but I don't want you to let yourselves down, right? Because that's what you're really doing. You're letting yourself down if you're not getting everything completed. Okay, so like I said, these top people here, I'm going to be on to you guys for this week. I'm going to be trying to shift that mindset in regard to getting your visuals front of the mind. Still, a main focus that we need to do is having the goals, right? You remember the goals in our, I've been putting them in on Mondays. Have your goals. You should have your goal setting sheet uploaded. If it's not, right, so let me tell you something. People that put stuff on paper, a goal on paper, great. Okay, so you've got about 30% chance of achieving that goal then. And all these other steps and processes I've got, everything that we do, if it's example, watching all the pathway videos, okay, meditating on your goals, emotionalize, every time we do one of them things, that increases the chance more of achieving that goal. Right, so my goal is to get you to achieve your goals. So I want you to think about that. Right, all these things that you think, oh, I'm going to do that, I haven't got time, where you tell yourself a story in your head, you haven't got time, whatever. I want you to eliminate that, put that back in the mind, and let's focus on just getting those 5% things done, right? Yeah, really important. As we can see here, we've got some great green as we go down. This is what I love to see, right? The greens completed, signed off. If you're on the nutrition program, pictures uploaded, right? A couple of you guys that are red, that are generally green, I've asked you why already. If you're traveling or whatever, or you're sick, that is a pretty good excuse, but let's just get back on top of it and start to move forward now, right? What do we need to do in the future, for the rest of the week? Okay, good one. Let's look at these pictures now. Now, so this member here, he's just come back on board. Now, I mentioned the other week with a client that had a pretty similar 2 pieces of salmon, right? But look, 2 different types of goals, right? 2 different types of metabolic typing. Yep. So this here today, I'm saying, is perfect for this client and his goals, right? His goals is not to lose weight, okay? And his metabolic typing is protein. So this is about 60 to 70% protein and about 30 to 40% carbs, actually 60% protein and about 20% fats and about 20% carbs. So this is pretty good. I like this for a protein type that is not looking at losing weight. That is going to make you feel good. It's going to give you some good energy, right? And it's going to help as well to lower your body fat percentage. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Still, carbs is important, right? And you're getting plenty of carbs, obviously, from this like broccoli. Even though it is a lower carbohydrate content, it's going to keep those carbohydrates a lot more stable, right? So that is the important goal. Now let's quickly flick through. A couple of green smoothies, which is good. Banana smoothie, which is good. Now, so this is brand new client that we've got on board. Had a bit of a chat to her like yesterday during a consultation and spoke about like nutrition. I said, okay, what have you got? Right? She really had nothing in the fridge, right? And I said, okay, what can we do? All right, like 2 boiled eggs. That's okay to start with. It's not ideal. Obviously, some carbohydrates is going to be good, but it's a good start, right? So this is sometime we need to make do, right? Like with what we've got. And a big thing that I like to talk about is that we are all doing the best we can, like with the resources that we have, right? And this is exactly what she's done today, right? Obviously, if our resources are limited with stuff in the fridge, we haven't done the shopping yet, right? We have to do our best. It's as simple as that, right? So keep that in mind. I use that saying like with everything, like we're doing the best we can, like with the resources that we've got, right? So sometimes you think, oh, that person is not doing that, but you've got to understand they're doing the best they can with the resources that they have. Okay, so this one here is very good. So this is going back to what I said with the other client that was on a weight loss, other member. I'm not going to use like names here, but you know who I'm talking about. And I said, look, 2 pieces of protein, too much for someone that's on a weight loss program. This is perfect, right? I like this. Okay, I'm very good. I would have probably just put a little bit of half avocado on top of that, like beetroot patty, but I'm pretty impressed with that. Good job. Bran flakes, yes, perfect. These are just some pictures that I've uploaded. Ignore them. Okay, roasted veggies with a couple of fried eggs on top, looking good. Another banana smoothie. Now, I'm not sure what this is, but this is getting very fancy. And look, one of the things that I'm super impressed with is that someone that has been on the program for 6 months plus, they can now start to adapt, right? They've got educated, they know what they're doing, they can start to adapt their own either culture or their own taste or their own feel. Okay, so my goal is going to be to get you to understand the body and fine tune it, right? But get you to most importantly start to listen to the body, what it needs. And this is a really great example of that. Okay, I'm not sure like what that is actually, to be honest. Looks like some sort of fruits. But look, I'm impressed, right? It's a small portion size, right? Obviously, the main goal is going to be like weight loss here. So this is a really good understanding. And I feel satisfied that my job is successful here because I've taught you to make the changes that are you need to listen to the body, right? So that is great. Well done. Another green smoothie, which is good. We've got a porridge there, which is fantastic. And there we have it. Okay, good one, good one. Now, let's get out of this. I will post some of those pictures as well. I normally post them in the group for you guys to see that aren't on the nutrition program. I also post on the business page as well. So don't forget as well about the metabolic typing. If you've done that test, it's a really good one to see what sort of macros that you need for protein, carbohydrates, and fats, right? Really, really important. Okay, so if you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do. I've just converted most of my cooking ideas and most of the stuff I'm doing mainly on Instagram. It's a lot more convenient because I can post something in Instagram and it'll go straight to the business page as well. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I've changed the name as well, Aaron's Personal Coaching. That's all one word, Aaron's Personal Coaching. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please jump on, check that out. A couple of things I've been posting. One thing that I wanted to talk about was I've been posting a few things. The first thing I wanted to talk about today was my 10 by 10. 10 kilos in 10 days. Look, is this realistic? Look, it's achievable, but and I've had a few overnight experts criticize me over this, which is okay. I don't mind a bit of, well, I wouldn't even call it constructive feedback, but I don't mind a bit of free publicity, something to talk about, right, when someone starts to criticize you. But yes, where was I going with this? So the 10 kilos in 10 days program. Look, example, if I try to lose 10 kilos in 10 days, that's unrealistic. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to lose 10 kilos. If I lost 10 kilos, I'd go down to 68 kilos. I'd probably be a skeleton, right? But this program is specifically based for people over 100 kilos. Okay, they can easily drop 10 kilos. And that's the whole idea of it. The whole idea is to create motivation to see people can make a change, right? And think about like this, right? If you're 100 plus kilos and you're eating shit, you're eating takeaways every night, it's just absolute crap. And you go on my 10-day program and you get 2 days of juicing, right? This is fresh juices, right? You get 3 days of raw plant-based foods, and then you go into another 5 days of juicing, right? And you're telling me, or these overnight experts says it's dangerous. How dangerous is that, that you just swapped all your crap for a high nutritional food? That's not dangerous. Not dangerous at all. Okay, so what's dangerous is if you start starving yourself. But the biggest thing people come back with, oh, you dropped 10 kilos, but you're going to put it on all just as quick. Yeah, of course. If you change your diet and then you go back to eating the same shit you were, of course you're going to put that weight back on. Of course. Of course. It doesn't matter what diet you do, you're going to put it back on. So my goal is 10 kilos in 10 days. It's going to motivate you to get a result. And then we go into a lot more sustainable, diet plan to suit your metabolic typing, eating proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. So this could be animal fats, chickens and fish, and plant-based like vegetables, right? There's nothing dangerous about that, okay? And these overnight experts are criticizing me, which is okay. I'm ready for the fight. Definitely am. No problems. Another thing I posted something as well, or another question I get asked quite frequently is, how do I get abs? How do I get that six-pack? People want that look, that aesthetics, which is okay. I'm not really a big fan of having that goal, although everyone wants to look good, right? Now, there's a few things, a few key points to getting those six-pack. Okay, number one is I see these people, these guys that eat anything they want and they've still got six-pack abs, right? That's called genetics. Some people are just born like that, right? Yes, of course, we can change things, but it takes time. Right? For me, I've been working on core condition for 20 years, right? Have I got a six-pack? Well, maybe, maybe not. It's not. It's not. It's not too defined. It's not like something that you'll see in a bodybuilding competition. And I'm okay with that. But so the first thing is genetics, right? The number two thing is going to be having that team working together, right? So the core muscles is the pelvic floor, the transverse abdominis, which is like a weight belt that attaches around into your back. All the muscles in your back that run up your spine is called multifidus. So that transverse attaches into that multifidus. And then we've got the rectus abdominis, the six-pack, right? So that team, did I say pelvic floor? Pelvic floor, transverse abdominis, multifidus, okay, rectus abdominis. And even a big part of that core is, okay, the diaphragm, which sits just under your ribs here. So that team, it creates almost like a cylinder for everything to work together. And that's called your internal core pressure, right? If one thing is not functioning properly on that team and you're trying to get a six-pack, you're doing all these crunches and all this sort of hard work, right? That's going to be short-lived because you're going to get back pain, or you're going to create postural imbalances, which will cause a mechanical deficiency, which will start to lead to pain anyway. right? So we have to think about, okay, working on the foundations and getting that team together, right? I've been working on this for the last 10 years, and I can say I've got a pretty strong core, okay? I had like back issues. I had a bulging like disc at 18. I worked in a factory. I did a lot of incorrect technique in the gym at 18 because I wanted to get size just like any other 18-year-old like would. They want to put on size and they're pushing heavy weights with bad technique. So I've been down that path. I know what it takes, and I have focused the last 10 years on creating that team, like working together, right? So it's taken like me 10 years to go, okay, now I can do the advanced core exercises. A lot of people I see in the gym on a daily basis are doing these core exercises that are way, way too advanced, way too advanced. They need to go back to like the basics, but they can't because they go, I don't feel anything. Well, you're not supposed to feel anything for that team to be working together, right? It's not going to be that, oh, I can't move, I'm so sore there, right? If we start doing all those crunches and that, right, we're going to be causing postural imbalances, and the most important thing that comes up is the back pain. If you've got the back pain, it's a sign that you're doing something too advanced. So that's what I wanted to talk about, just touch base on a few things there with the core and my 10-day program. Hopefully I'm not ranting on too long for you guys. Yes, one last thing. I've been working on your programs a little bit early like this week because I've got an event coming up on Sunday. I'm traveling either tomorrow or Friday. I'm not too sure yet. So that's, I've been working on the programs, getting them done a little bit early. So if you've had a look, please just check it out. If there's anything you're not sure of, let me know. If you want to also follow me, I'm doing a half Ironman on Sunday. You can follow me, download the Ironman Tracker application in iTunes. You can type in like my name and I should come up there. So traveling over to Geelong for half Ironman there. That's about it, guys. Great to talk to you. Hopefully give you some good information. If you've got any questions, anything you're not sure of, okay, let's shoot it through on Messenger. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. Take care. Ciao for now.